Hey, everybody. Happy Saturday. It is ChubbyRay Comics Live. How you guys doing? We in a good mood? Are we in a good mood, man? I really hope so. Oh, man. I got to tell you, I am ready for tonight's show. We're starting with the seeding for the ChubbyRay Comics Super Ultimate Comic Character Super Tournament Bracket of 64. I love it. And I want to start planning out our bracket. I want to start planning out our bracket tonight. I hope you guys will join me. We'll also take some time to talk about some team ups later. And the return of giveaways. Tonight. Oh, yes. I can't wait. I want to do a Thunderdome giveaway. I'll do some member giveaways and more. So I'm very excited. Very, very excited about tonight's live show. I hope that you are also excited about tonight's show as well. I know you guys love talking comics. You know what I mean? I know you love talking comics. I love talking comics. It's my favorite thing in the world is talking comics. That's why I love doing this show. That's why I love coming live to you every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday night. That's why I love doing ChubbyRay Comics Live. And I hope you guys have as much fun here as I have in doing it. All right? So, let me just say hello. Let's see who's in the chat room. Who we got, man? Who we got? I see Thunder. What's up, Thunder? Thunder. AC's in. What's up, AC? Reminding everybody to hit that smash that like button. Thanks, AC. And reminding everybody that this is hashtag Trash Can Fam. Love it. I've always got the trash. The trash can is always nearby, my friend. We see Comics and Tortillas is in. What's up, Comics and Tortillas? C&T. Love it. We see Patrick's in. What's going on, Patrick? How you doing, brother? Garrett D. The funk's on me. All right, brother. Los is in. What's going on, Los? Wasabi. What's going on, buddy? By the way, Gary says he has the next 2 days off. He's planning on doing a lot of reading. Oh, my God. You guys. I'm telling you. I just finished an omnibus that was so fantastic. It's so fantastic. And I'm doing a review of it soon. I'll talk about it. I'll talk about the omnibus in a video soon. But oh my God, is it great? And I'm also putting together my August reading list. And I want to go over some stuff with you guys, see what you think. What's up, Trash Can Fam? How you doing, Chris? Wasabi says he's in a fantastic. He just coached one of his students at a tournament for the first time. Wasabi coaching. I got to tell you, I've coached. I used to coach boys baseball back when I lived in Peoria. I coached boys baseball, and then I had a daughter, so I became a girls softball coach, and I really enjoyed being a softball coach, and I had a winning record, and I really enjoyed it. And I'm telling you, that was some of the most fun I've ever had in my life was coaching. So I don't know what sport it is you're coaching or what activity you're coaching, Wasabi, but I completely understand how it feels when you coach and you feel you got through to the kid and they excelled. I understand that feeling. And I know it, buddy. I know that feeling, and I'm happy for you. Russell says he's reading and ChubbyRay on a Saturday. Love it, buddy. It's going to be fun today. Thanks, Patrick. Augustus, what's going on, buddy? Oh, let me get my ring. Got to be set. How are you, Augustus? Welcome. Long live the Legion, my man. Gonna watch the stream. Watch Supergirl and read Brainiac Reborn. Should be a great Saturday. Oh, Lo says it sounds like I am feeling a little bit better, guys. One of my drains is out, and I got a good nap today, and I'm starting to feel like myself again. I got a phone call from not to get too much into the person, but recently some things have happened, and I don't like talk. I'm not going to talk about it. But recently some things have happened, and out of the blue, a friend of mine called to let me know that they've got my back, and which I didn't even need to hear they got my back. I just wanted to hear that I don't have a lot of friends. I intentionally keep friends away. You know what I mean? I don't allow myself a lot of friends. And a lot of friends, especially in the comic, they bailed on me. They just bailed on me. And suddenly one today called me and said, "No, man, I'm not bailing on you." And it was very nice. It made my day. It really made my day and meant a lot to me. So thank you. Thank you to that. And thanks to all you guys who are in today. I really appreciate it. Trash Can Fam, what's going on next Tuesday? Love it. So I had a good day. I'm starting to feel more like myself. I still need to get into Brainiac Reborn, Gary says. Next Tuesday says he wants me to judge his haul. I will judge your haul. I did not read an Onion Lad Omni because there is no Onion Lad Omni. Hello. How you doing, Chewy Queso? Lo says he's been reading the Flash Omnibus Volume 1 by Mark Waid. That's awesome. Is that good? I read some of the singles, but are you loving the omnibus, Los? That's great. A good kid says, "Ray, love your channel and your passion for comics. Cheers from Brazil." And that's all right, brother. Good kid. Thank you so much, man. Welcome. Good to see you, buddy. I'm glad you're here. Sleep says, was a kid soccer coach for a while. Was one of my most stressful yet rewarding experiences in my life. Yes, coaching kids. I've coached kids forever. And I loved coaching. I loved coaching girls softball. I love my daughter. I adore my daughter. My wife and my daughter are the two most important people in my life. And I loved hanging out with her and spending time with her. But coaching her and her friends and watching them improve, and especially if it's something that I coached and that thing happened, and watching them excel at it, oh my God, it was amazing. I loved it. And if you're coaching sports or any activity, I helped. When I was a kid, I overcame a stutter, so I helped some people with. At one point I was thinking I would like to get into being a voice therapist, and I never did. I didn't, because I went to college for pre-law and I started doing stand-up comedy, and I realized broadcasting was for me. But I would have liked to do that too, because I love coaching, and I feel like any kind of therapy would have felt like coaching as well. So it would have been great. By the way, Wasabi says great books on Crooks Bandits, great. Crooks Bandits comics is awesome. I love Crooks Bandits comics. Gary D says, I'm going to finish the Hulk Return of the Monster. Are you close to the ending, Gary? That's awesome, buddy. I'm genuinely in such a great mood. It's awesome. So happy. Good for you, Wasabi. Good for you, buddy. I love it. Love it. Love it. Lo says, the Wade Omnibus Volume 1 has been his intro into the Flash besides Absolute Flash. That's Los. I think that's fantastic, buddy. I think that's amazing. I'm glad you're liking it. I'm glad you're liking it. Like I said, I haven't read it. I want to go back and start with the William Messner Loeb's Volume 1 and then read Loeb's all the way through. Because I mean, I like reading chronologically. I'm a weirdo like that. But yet, like for example, I'm reading X-Men out of chronological order and I'm enjoying it so much. So I shouldn't say that, but I would like to read, and I read all of Josh Williamson's run, and I loved it. I adored Joshua Williamson's Flash run. Loved it. So yeah, but I do want to go back and start with William Messner Loeb's Volume 1. Hopefully they'll do Volume 2. And then read all the Flash stuff, even the Grant Morrison stuff, which takes place between Volume 2 and 3. Then the Jeff Johns stuff. And, you know, I would love to get back to, and I'd love to read through all of it. I really would. Trash Can Fam, we will always have your, oh, thank you, buddy. AC, I appreciate it, buddy. I appreciate it. Well, Sarah, whatever will be, or whatever may be, will be. To see, que sera. Yeah, whatever. You gotta live life. Gotta live life. Hey, Bard, what's going on, Bard? Good to see you. Let's go. I need to break my unlucky streak. You will, Chris. Let's hope you break it, buddy. I hope tonight you break it. I think the Flash is one of the next characters I want to start collecting. You really should. Dude, you really should. You really should. The Flash is a great character to read. AC says, I started reading Messner Loeb's Volume 1 and paused after Wade Volume 2. I really enjoyed all the Flash. The Jeff Johns Flash is amazing. Gary says he's going to next read Spider-Man by Zdarsky. Dude, that's awesome. LP says, hello all, just got here. Did that Ray guy deny rigging everything ever? Has he found a way to delay the Batmobile? Oh, for God's sakes, how dare you? Righteous says, I do not know if you've already discussed this, but what are your brand new day thoughts? I haven't seen it yet. I have not seen it. I'm going to see it tomorrow. You guys, since I have one of my drains out and I've only got one drain in, we have a movie theater that has recliners in town, big screens of recliners. So I'm going to go see it there. My wife and I are going tomorrow afternoon to see Spider-Man Brand New Day. I can't wait. Cannot wait. Southport says the Hulk is a true monster in Return of the Monster Omnibus, and it's awesome. I can't, dude. Southport, I am ready to read it. I have the direct market cover too, which I love. I love that cover. Reading Brand New Day Volume 3 now. Can't see the movie for 3 weeks. Oh, I bet you'll love it. DC Crane, what's up, Crane? Hey, saying happy Saturday, everybody. Love it. CNT Ray, I know you got Comics and Tortillas. I know you got my back, buddy. I know. In fact, CNT's been there. CNT and his Discord has been there as well. So I do appreciate it. CNT, I really appreciate it, buddy. I know you're my friend. I love you. You've never not been. There was never a point where I even had to judge whether you were not my friend. I never. Adam texts me day one of all the BS going on, and Adam, I knew you had my back, buddy. It means the world to me, and I thank you, man. I mean the world to you. It means the world to me. Thank you. LP, we've gone beyond that. Now I want the food replicator from Star Trek. Oh, the food! I wish there was a food replicator. That would be awesome. Sleep says he loved Brand New Day. I can't wait. I'm watching it tomorrow. Chris says he's ordering the slightly busted Age of Apocalypse from it. That's awesome. Yeah, I don't see any damage. I know Adam calls some stuff damaged. I don't see, and he'll put pictures. I don't see the damage. I never see it. Never see it. And I am not giving away an Onion Lad omnibus because Onion Lad does not exist. Onion Lad doesn't exist. All right? Onion Lad doesn't exist. There is no Onion Lad. Is no Onion Lad. DC Crane says, The Flash has so many omnibuses, and I think almost all of them are still in print. It's great. The Flash is great. The Flash is fantastic. Amazing. Thank you. But there's no registered anything. And according to my lawyer, saying something like that is a triggerable offense for me. So by all means, say something like that. That is patently false. And that can be litigated according to my lawyer. So making comments like that is not going to get you anywhere. Okay? Not going to get you anywhere. Thank you. Okay. I have all the Flash omnis with the exception of Williamson Volume 3, which is on its way. I got my Williamson Volume 3 from Adam, and it's amazing. I'm not talking about Chris, he already said no, I don't have. There is no Onion. There is no Onion Lad on this. Stop it. The hell with the food replicator. It was the goddamn hollow room. There is no hollow room. By the way, Dungeon says it was pretty good emotional, more than action-packed. Yeah, I've heard it's great. I love it. I got your back, Ray. Anytime you got to talk about something, you can go into C&T. Yes, absolutely. Yep, absolutely. And listen, I'd choose. I'm above it. I'm above it all. Obviously, there's a person who has been through some stuff in the back, or has been through some stuff in the past. This is just me. I'll bring it up once, okay? Obviously, there's a person who has been through some things in the past, all right? And that makes me feel horrible that this person has obviously gone through something. Somehow, I became a trigger for whatever. And that makes me feel terrible. You guys, for 40 years, I have been in a career. Where I did something for a living, I have been successful at, and I have made money at. But it is something that I could not be my authentic self in. It was doing something that I could not be authentic, all right? I have done morning radio as a broadcaster for a career for 40 years. I hosted a comedy morning show. I still do. I am contractually obligated to host that comedy morning show. It is my job. I have never promoted my other show on this show. I have never promoted it. All right? I don't promote it. I separate them completely. In this career, I have had to basically live in the closet as a comic geek. As you guys know the real me. I could not reveal myself as a comic geek. I couldn't. Finally, in 2025, I said, screw it. I love comic books. They bring me joy. I'm going to start talking about comic books. So that is when I came out as a loud and proud comic geek. All right. That's when I came out and I started doing ChubbyRay comics. It's under the name ChubbyRay Comics. My broadcast stuff is under a completely different name, and it's a completely different thing. I have never, ever encouraged any of my comic book ChubbyRay Comics fans to ever listen to my morning show. I never have. Some of you have found it. And you've come, and if you've experienced it, that's on you. I know some of you have found it, and some of you have enjoyed it and keep coming back, and I appreciate it. However, there's a divide. There is a divide between the shows. What I do here, I do because it brings me joy. I love comic books. I love talking about comic books. The other show is just a comedy show. There are characters on the comic show. There are just characters. There is a guy on the show that I refer to him as a hillbilly. All right? That's his character. There's a guy on the show who was a pervert. When this person came into my show, this person came in to watch my show, even though I had never encouraged it. This person came to watch my show, and the pervert character said something. They said something about that person. I didn't even comment on that person. And then the character started teasing me because that's Ray's comic book show, blah, blah, blah. They love to tease me about my comics. Ever since I came out as a comic book fan, they love to give me grief about it. So while giving me grief, he started saying things about this person. And I shut him up. And moved on, right? I shut him up and moved on. Obviously, the person, it triggered something and God forbid, I have nothing against that person. I wish them well. But it obviously triggered something. All right? It triggered something, and the person got very angry and, was angry. Now, at the time the person was getting angry, you guys, I leave my personal stuff. I was fighting sepsis, okay? I was in the hospital. Fighting sepsis. Trying to keep from dying. And I guess there was Discord messages and a Patreon message that I didn't reply to. And that angered the person, I guess. When I finally came back to doing a show, my best friend in the world, Christina Wright, who's a friend of mine, came into the chat room. When Christina came in, like she has done before, she loves you guys. She loves to come in, says the ChubbyRay Comics community is amazing. She's never said anything bad about our community. When Christina was in our chat room, this person attacked her and called Christina, said that Christina was a supporter of rape and SA and all kinds of outlandish things. Okay? And that made me very angry because Christina Wright Christina Wright, I know, is my best friend. She is the kindest, warmest, gentlest person I've ever known. I love that woman. She is my best friend. She's friends with me. She's friends with my wife. She's friends with my daughter. She would give the shirt off her back for us. So what I did is I sent a message to this person. And I said, what you said to Christina was unacceptable. You cannot call my best friend these horrible things. That seemed to really have triggered. I probably shouldn't have done that because it seems to really have triggered the person. And since then, this person has been very angry at me. And since they've been very angry at me, I apologized to the person that they felt bad. I personally have never said anything about that person. I've never said anything. And I still won't. I still will not say anything about them. I wish that person well. I wish them well. I hope that things continue to go great for them. In fact, I heard because of me, that person was given hundreds of dollars. Congratulations. I feel proud. I'm happy for the person. In fact, I heard they got the money. I said, congratulations. Congratulations. I suggest, here's a couple of suggestions of what to do, because they got money to buy books. I said, here you go ahead. I suggest buying expand your horizons, try to get into Green Lantern. So I have nothing bad to say about it. Okay. But here's the bottom line. The bottom line is this. This person is angry, and anybody's allowed to be angry. I understand anger can come from wherever, and you're allowed. And who am I to tell you you're not allowed to be angry? I will not accept someone calling my best friend. I will not accept someone attacking my best friend. You notice the person has said that about me, and I have not, and I choose not to comment. I wasn't angry. I'm not even angry about what they said about me. But what you said about my best friend was unacceptable. It is goddamn unacceptable when things get said about my best friend, who is, by the way, my best friend is very, very supportive of women, both young and old. My best friend is very supportive of the LGBTQ community. My best friend is very supportive of animals. My best friend is very supportive of the elderly. My best friend would do anything for anyone. All right. And I would not stand by and let my best friend get attacked. So I sent an email saying that's unacceptable. I'm sorry it made someone angry. I'm sorry. But you guys, my entire life, I had to pretend I wasn't a comic geek. I decided to come out as a comic geek in 2025. I decided to come out as a comic geek. All right. I decided to come out. And I've never been happier. The joy that comics bring me, the joy that talking about comics, I got a text from a friend. Very funny. Thank you. The joy of talking about comics, I love. In fact, I am contractually obligated to do my other show. But once my contract runs out, I'm done with it. I've made that decision. I'll finish I will finish my tenure on that other show. I am planning on going full time with ChubbyRay Comics. That's how much I love this. That's how much I love this. I am planning on moving my comic show. I mean, I know this person wants me to go away and is making an effort to get me off of social media, blah, blah, blah. But no, I recently decided that that's not what I'm going to do. In fact, I am going, when I'm no longer contractually obligated to do that morning show, you can expect me to move my comic show to the morning and afternoon. I will do 2 freaking comic shows a day talking about comics, which is what I love. I will do it twice a day. I will do it twice a day. I love it. I love it. And I will continue doing more. And the co-host, and I will look for co-hosts to join me on the morning show to where we just talk about comics. And I will continue ChubbyRay Comics live at night. So I know the people want me to go away. And everybody has somehow trying to use me as some kind of, I'm sorry, but I am not going to play your game. I will not play your game. I will not go away. I'm going to double and triple and quadruple down. If you don't know that's in my personality, then go out and look at my absolute section. Go out and look at my epic collection section. All right? You go and look at it, and you see how many omnibus, epic collection, and absolutes are repeated. I don't just double dip, buddy, baby. I triple dip, I quadruple dip, I quintuple dip. And I will quintuple dip with ChubbyRay Comics. And don't be surprised if the ChubbyRay Comic morning show starts showing up around 10 a.m. every single day with my co-host. I might have to get co-host from California. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if because I want to get up a little bit later. But don't be surprised because that's what I'm planning on doing. I would love to do full-time comic content. So thank you. Thank you. I'm not a victim. And also, I'm not shaming the person. The person, I feel horrible for this person. I feel bad for this person. I feel bad because obviously something has happened to them that makes me feel terrible. Obviously something happened to them to put them in this kind of situation. However, I'm not going to let it ruin me. I love comics. And I don't care. By the way, I have never, ever talked about my other show. I do it under a different name. I've never talked about it. I've never promoted it. I have never promoted my other show. I've never done that. In fact, unless you have a sense of humor, unless your sense of humor is attuned to that, I really don't want you going in there. I really don't want, unless you have a sense of humor that works with raunchy, listen, it's raunchy morning radio comedy. That's what it is. It's a raunchy show that has dick jokes and things like that. You have to be in that. You have to be into that. That's what that show is. Okay? All right? This is the real me, my comic book show. I love talking about comic books. Okay? I love talking about comic books. And not only am I going to talk about comic books, I'm going to talk about them more. I will talk about them more. Okay? When I'm doing Chubby Ray Comics morning show, and I'm doing Chubby Ray Comics evening show, because I'll be doing both. If you are a fan of comics, this is your place. The Chubby Ray Comics will become your home to just come in and talk comics. I'm here. Okay? Guys, so there you go. I talked about it. You can take that as my statement on this whole thing. Okay? You can take that as my statement. It's the only statement I'll make. I have no other statement to make about it. You know what I mean? I don't feel like I'm a victim. All I know is I'm Ray. I'm Chubby Ray. I love talking comics, and that's what I'm going to do. That's all I'm going to do. All right? And if you're coming here wanting to stew this controversy, you're not going to get it here. Go to wherever this other person is. I wish them well. God bless you. God bless you. All right? God bless you. But I'm not going to talk about it, except for what I just said. So take that as my statement. Comic books bring me joy. I want my life to be filled with joy. And I'm going to continue talking about them. Okay? There you go. I've made my statement. Now let's move on. Because you guys, by the way, next Tuesday, I'm hoping that you will be one of my co-hosts when I do this, when I move up to doing my comic show. I hope that you're ready. Man. Because I expect you to join me in doing this. You're one of those people. You're one of my people. Anyway, today, you guys, I want to start filling out our brackets. Because, and I want to thank PW. He was the one who came up with it. PW gave me the idea of making a bracket. Oh my God, I'm so happy with this idea. He gave me the idea of, you guys know the NCAA tournament, the bracket of 64, where they have 64 teams. Okay? And there's 4 top seeds. And they take the brackets down till they get a champion. I want to do the Chubby Ray Comics. Absolutely ultimate comic character super tournament of 64. Even though that says Yearnament, it should say, even though that says Yearnament, it should say Tournament of 64. Okay? I want to do the Chubby Ray Comics absolutely ultimate comic character super tournament bracket of 64. That's what I'm going to do. That is what we're going to start. And I want to start the seeding. I can't believe I spelled that wrong. I want to start the seeding today. All right? And we are going to have a blast. Now, for the I don't need your sass. No, this is not. This is not appreciated. It is not a Yearnament. This is the absolutely ultimate comic character super tournament bracket of 64. All right. This is the absolutely ultimate comic character tournament. So here is how it works, guys. We're going to create brackets. And if you have ever seen an NCAA bracket, all right? If you've ever seen an NCAA bracket, it is 64 teams, all right? It's 64 teams set up, and it looks like this. I will show you. I will show you. As soon as I'm off my stream, I will show you. Okay. Sorry, everybody. I had to answer a reply. Here is what it looks like, guys. Here is what an NCAA. Here's what the bracket looks like. Okay, this is the NCAA tournament bracket. Okay, this is the NCAA tournament bracket. The tournament bracket, it seeds teams. There's a number 1 seed versus a number 16 seed. Okay, and here's what the full bracket looks like. We're going to do this, but we're going to do it with comic characters. All right. We're going to do it with comic book characters. So if you look at the bracket, okay, if you look at the bracket, number 1, we'll put all the DC comics on the left side, and we'll put the Marvel characters on the right side, okay? And the top seed would be like Batman, and the 16th seed would be like The Question. The 8th seed would be Green Arrow. The 9th seed would be Captain Marvel or Shazam. The 5th seed would be, well, first you name the number 1 seeds. The number 1 seed would be Nightwing, would be Batman and Superman. All right. And then you go, your number 2 seed would be Superman. Your number 3 seed would be, probably Wonder Woman. Your 4 seed, Green Lantern. 5th seed, The Flash. 6th seed, you know what I mean? You take it that way. You bracket it. So you set up your streaming, you set up your bracketing, set up your brackets, and then you have them go head to head. That's how it works. That's how a tournament works. So I hope you understand, okay? What I want to do tonight, what I want to do is start seeding the brackets. One side will be DC and one side will be Marvel. That way we will know the championship will be a DC character versus a Marvel character. We will also include some Image. We will also include some Boom Studios, some Dark Horse, some Mad Cave. We will also include some independent books in there. All right. We will seed them lower, but we will include some of those as well. All right. This is how it's going to work. So what I want to do is I want to start seeding our tournament, not our yearnament. Okay. So what we have to do is we have to come up with tonight. We've got to come up with our top seeds for Marvel and our top seeds for DC. All right. I want to come up with it for Marvel and DC. What will be our top seeds? That's how it's going to work. So you guys, tonight, let's seed our number ones. Who will be the number one seeds in the DC side of the bracket and the Marvel side of the bracket? Los Master has a very, very good question. Where does the Fantastic Four fit in? Los Master, this is just my thoughts. I'll put it out there and you guys take it from there. I think the Fantastic Four go in as number one, a group. The Fantastic Four as a whole should be a group, but I also think they should be bracketed individual. That's just my opinion. By the way, Chris says we got it wrong. We should call it a nerdament. Oh my God, that's good. The nerdament bracket of 64 would be awesome. That would be awesome. I love that, Chris. That is awesome. Okay? So what we do is we're going to pick our top seeds tonight. Let's pick top seeds. So what we need to do is we need DC and Marvel. We need DC, we need Marvel. We need our number one seeds and our number two seeds. I want to get those tonight. We'll need 2 number ones and 2 number twos for our DC and Marvel side of the bracket. Okay? That's how it's going to work. That's how it's going to work. Or I'll tell you what. Because we'll do brackets. So what we'll need is we'll need 4 brackets of 16. 4 brackets of 16. That's how it's going to work. So does anyone have any questions about how the bracket works? Does anyone have any questions? Does anyone have any questions? I would love to hear your questions. Okay? Let me hear your questions so I can answer them how this is going to go. I love this. The official ChubbyRay nerdament. Oh my God, you guys. Oh my God, I got to change the name. You guys, that is fantastic. Oh my God. That is amazing. The nerdament. Oh my God, the nerdament is just fantastic. I'm changing the banner, right? I'm changing the logo right now. Oh my God, I love the nerdament. That is fantastic. The ChubbyRay Comics Absolutely Ultimate Comic Character Super Nerdament Bracket of 64. There you go. The ChubbyRay Comics Ultimate Comic Character Super Nerdament. That's what it's going to be called, guys. That's what it will be called. Okay? I love it. Don says, I like that name. It ranks right up there with the Tiger Eyes Bowl. Well, it's nowhere. It has nowhere near the prestige of the Tiger. You guys know I love I will never say anything bad about the Tiger Eyes poll. The Tiger Eyes poll is my favorite thing in the world. I will never say anything bad about near mint condition. I will never say anything bad about Tiger Eyes, period. I love that. This is the Super Nerdament, completely different. All right. Tonight is about the brackets. Who will be our top seeds in DC bracket, in the DC bracket East? Of course, the East is Gotham City. Gotham City and Metropolis are both in the East, right? And then the brackets for Marvel will be New York City. Will be New York City and Brooklyn. Or no, Queens. Isn't Spider-Man from Queens? It'll be Manhattan and the Bronx. All right? That will be the Marvel side. So, number one seed, are we all in agreement who the number one overall seed is? Are we all in agreement? Because I think it's pretty obvious. I will write it down. Who would I think the first number one seed is? I will write down who it is. Please let me know if I am wrong. Number one, DC, Batman. Does anyone have a problem with that? Does anyone have a problem? Meyer says Nightwing over Batman. Dude, listen, Nightwing, I love Nightwing. Or Meyer, I love Nightwing. I think Nightwing is the best. However, I can't put Nightwing above Batman. I just can't. I think the DC number ones are obvious. The other DC number one is obvious to me as well. The other DC number one is Superman. It's Superman. So we've got Batman and we've got Superman, right? Those are the number ones. Batman is the number one of the Gotham City bracket. All right. Superman is the top of the Metropolis bracket. Okay. Now we'll do number two. We got to figure out who number two is. But before we do number two of the DC brackets, we'll have to figure out who number one is. Of the Marvel brackets. Now, having said what I said, the Marvel brackets, a team, for example, the Avengers can be considered a team in the Nerdament. However, all the individual members of the Avengers can also be considered. For example, Fantastic Four can be a team in the brackets, but the individual heroes will also be in the Nerdament. Are you guys okay with that? I want to vote on that. Are you okay with that? Or should we just make it individual heroes? The reason I ask is because of the X-Men. As you guys know, I love the X-Men. I'm a huge fan of the X-Men. But the X-Men as a whole, with the exception of Wolverine, who I think Wolverine's got to be high up, really high up in the brackets. I think they've got to really be way up there. But the individual, with the exception of Wolverine, Cyclops, a handful of others individually will be up, but the X-Men is more as a whole. So AC says we should just keep it to individual character. I'm fine. Listen, I'm fine with that. I am fine with that. I am fine with individual characters only. But can we agree? Can we agree who the first number one is for Marvel heroes? Because to me, it's obvious. To me, it's obvious. It's obvious. It's Spider-Man. It is obvious. It is Spider-Man. Spider-Man, number one. So who else is a number one seed? So Spider-Man is the top seed of the New York, or the man. I don't know if we should make it, I think Manhattan, right? LP, let me ask, because you live there. LP, should Manhattan be a bracket, or should I just make the bracket New York City? Or should I make one bracket New York City and the other bracket Krakoa? Or should I make one bracket Manhattan and the other bracket Brooklyn or the Bronx or whatever? It just depends. Crazy. Patrick says, and Patrick lives in Long Island, Patrick says it should be New York City. So the New York City bracket, we put Spider-Man. New York City bracket number one is Spider-Man. All right, there we go. We've got it, guys. New York City. Okay. Now here's the question. Who's the next? Who's number one? Who's number one in the... I think we should go with Krakoa bracket, because that is obviously a Marvel exclusive thing. What's another defining Marvel location? New York City is one. Where's the other? Is Krakoa? I thought next Tuesday said Krakoa, and I like Krakoa. But what if Hulk ends up number one in Krakoa? Does that make sense? Monkey says Hollywood. Chris says Midgard. San Francisco. There's always mutant stuff. Well, there's not just mutant stuff. Daredevil has lived in San Francisco twice. Daredevil's been there twice. So that's what I want to know. We want something. We do want some, or we just call it Asgard. You know what I mean? Could it just be Asgard? Because Asgard is a Marvel thing. Ross says, will there be a cosmic bracket? No, because there's only four. There's only four. There's two DC and two Marvel. Atlantis is Marvel and DC. Put it in the... Yeah, I don't know. What do we do? Phenomenal AC says there's Hell's Kitchen, Krakoa, and Asgard, which are locations that are exclusive to Marvel. Oh, and Gary D, Negative Zone. Oh my God, I love that. I love that. All right, so let me ask you guys, which one do you like the most? I'll put it out there. What do you like the most? Hell's Kitchen, Krakoa, Asgard, or negative zone? What is our bracket location for the Marvel brackets? We've got New York City as bracket 1, or as top bracket. Bottom bracket should be what? Should be negative zone, should be Krakoa, should be Asgard, or should be Hell's Kitchen? I'd love to get your votes. Thunder says Krakoa. Sleep says Krakoa. Yeah, Hell's Kitchen is a neighborhood. Is a neighborhood on the south. Is the neighborhood on the north side. Hell's Kitchen's on the north side of Manhattan. Am I wrong? I could be wrong. I don't know. Wasabi says got to be Krakoa. You guys, do you like Krakoa? Do you like Krakoa? This could be our first. This could be our first answer. This could be our first answer for the tournament. Bracket locations. Bracket locations. Bracket locations look like they're figured out. Here is the bracket locations, guys. Gotham City, Metropolis, New York City, and Krakoa. Gotham City, Metropolis, New York City, and Krakoa. Those are the bracket locations. So, the number 1 seed in the Gotham City location is Batman. The number 1 seed in the Metropolis bracket is Superman. The number 1 seed in the New York City bracket is Spider-Man. Who is the number 1 seed in Krakoa? And by the way, you don't have to be a mutant to be the number 1 seed of this bracket. We just have to figure out, we've got to figure out Marvel Comics, who else besides Spider-Man is the number 1 seed. I know what I'm thinking. I'd love to hear what you're thinking. I mean, I'll give my personal thoughts. It's just my personal thought. My personal thought's Captain America, just because I love Captain America. It doesn't have to be Captain America. I loved the suggestion of Wolverine earlier. Wolverine is one of the greatest heroes of all time. Wolverine's collected edition. I think there are 13. There are 13 Wolverine omnibuses. 13 of them. Wolverine could be a top seed easily. Hulk. The Hulk is so powerful. How is the Hulk not a top seed? Could be. I just want to figure out who is going to be the other number 1 seed. We got Spider-Man as the first number 1 seed. Who's the number 1 seed of the Krakoa region? Is it going to be Wolverine? Have we decided that? Have we decided the other Marvel top seed? I think we have. It's Spider-Man and Wolverine on the Marvel brackets, and Batman, Superman in the DC brackets. Okay, now let's come up with our number 2s. We're doing our seeding, guys. We're doing our seeding. Who is going to be our number 2s? These are the top heroes. We don't want number 1 to meet number 2 until the last possible rounds. So that's why it's seeded this way. It's seeded this way because your top ranked teams, they don't meet until later in the tournament. That's why they seed it this way. Okay? So let's start with DC Comics. Who do you think should be our DC Comics number 2s? We know Batman and Superman are number 1. Who is the first number 2? Who's it going to be? I'm seeing a lot of Wonder Womans. I'm seeing Wonder Woman, Green Lantern. I'm seeing Wonder Woman, Flash. Patrick says the Flash. I'm seeing a lot of that. I'm seeing a lot. Mr. Awesome says Wonder Woman and Flash. I'm seeing another Flash. All right, so I think we're agreed that the top number 2 seed is Wonder Woman. We're seeing Wonder Woman as our top number 2 seed. And Wonder Woman's games in the Wonder Woman side of the bracket, which will be the second 8 of the first of the Gotham City 16, the second 8 games will be played in Themyscira. And Wonder Woman comes in as the top seed. She's the first number 2. All right, the bottom half of the Metropolis bracket, the games will take place in either Central City or Coast City. Who is going to be the second number 2? Who will be the second number 2? Is it going to be the Flash? Is it going to be Green Lantern? Or did I totally miss somebody? Is there someone else you feel that needs to be there? Next Tuesday goes, for God's sakes, don't pick. No, I'm not picking. I'm not picking Guy Gardner for this tournament. No. All right. Not picking Guy Gardner. I will not. And yes, we will be specific. It will be, if we pick a Green Lantern, it would be Green Lantern Hal Jordan, Green Lantern John Stewart, Green Lantern Kyle Rayner, or Green Lantern Guy Gardner, or whatever. Or Green Lantern Simon Baz, Jessica Cruz, whatever. All of them will be on it. But I'm seeing a lot of Flash. I'm seeing a lot of Flash votes. Seeing a lot of Flash. A lot of Flash. So I got it. Our second number 2 is going to be the Flash. But here comes the question. Here's your next question, everybody. Here's your next question. Which Flash? Which Flash? Is it Barry Allen Flash? Is it Wally West Flash? Is it Jay Garrick Flash? Which Flash is it? Gary says it's got to be Barry. Don says got to be Wally. Slasher says Barry. You guys know I love Barry. Thunder says got to be Barry. Bard says got to be Wally. Mr. Awesome says Wally. I love it. Wally for sure. He's basically the master of the Speed Force. Is it Wally? Cyclops fan. Cyclops fan says Wally West all the way. Slasher says, I think Barry because he's the OG member. Russell also says Barry. Sleep says Wally. Boy, we got a tie. We got a tie. I really don't know who it's going to be, guys. Is it going to be Wally? Is it going to be Wally? Is it going to be Barry? I mean, who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? I have no idea. I really have no clue. No clue who the Flash should be. I tell you, I prefer Barry, but that doesn't mean anything. This show goes with the AC says Wally mastered the Speed Force. He completely bypassed Barry. That's true. Gary says, and Gary D says, OG would actually be Jay. All right, I'm seeing Chris says Wally. Koa says Wally. Jack Solo says Wally. Sleep says, I think we got it, guys. Bard says Peak is Wally. Okay. Thunder says, I think it should be Barry. I think it should be Barry too. But you guys, what I think doesn't matter. What I think doesn't matter. According to our chat room, the second in the Metropolis bracket, this is in the Central City location, the top seed is Flash Wally West. Flash Wally West. All right? Wally West, our number 2 seed. All right, let's go over to Marvel now. We're going to go over to Marvel, and we got to pick our number 2 seeds. The number 2 seed in New York City. In the New York City bracket, we're going to have 8 games. There's going to be 8 games, and they'll be taking place. They could be taking places in. They could be taking place in Hell's Kitchen. They could be taking place in Asgard. They could be taking place in San Francisco. Who is the number 2 seed? Sleep says it's got to be the Hulk or Captain America. Thunder says got to be Captain America. Los says got to be the Hulk. AC says Captain America. Thunder says got to be Cap. Cap would be OG. Mr. Awesome says Storm, and Storm is incredibly powerful. Bard says, what about the Sentry? What about the Sentry? Mr. Awesome says Thor. It's got to be Thor. Patrick says got to go Cap. All right, you guys. I think our first number 2 in the Marvel bracket is Captain America. Captain America. All right. So now let's go down to the Krakoa era, or the Krakoa location, which is where Wolverine is the number 1 seed. There are 8 games in the Krakoa bracket, and those 8 matches are going to take place in the negative zone or Asgard. Where will they take place? Where are they going to take place? Where are they going to take place? Let me know who's going to be the 2nd seed coming out of the Krakoa bracket. Who's it going to be? Who is it? Is it going to be, will it be Thor? Will it be Hulk? Who's it going to be? We've already got Spider-Man. We've got Wolverine. We've got Captain America. Let's see what your votes. Let's see where you guys are voting. All right. I'm seeing Thor, Hulk, the Green Machine, Storm. I love Storm. I think Storm's a great idea. Storm is awesome. Hulk for heaven's sakes. Thor, Hulk, Storm, Sentry. Sentry's a good pick. Thor all the way. Hulk, Thor, Hulk. Guys, if I'm adding it up, the second number 2 seed has been chosen. The second number 2 seed is Hulk. So our top seeds, the top seeds basically are Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, and Wolverine. Those are our top seeds. Our number 2 seeds are Wonder Woman, Flash, Wally West, Captain America, and the Hulk. Those are our number 2 seeds. Now, we got to pick number 3s. We'll pick number 3, number 4. We're going to pick all the way down. We will pick all the way down. Each one will have 16. Each bracket has 16 seeds. All right? And when you add them up, 16 times 4 is 64. That's how you end up getting the ChubbyRay Comics absolute comic character nerdament bracket of 64. That's how we get it. That's how we get the nerdament bracket. Do you understand? This is how it works. This is how it works. And then once we get all the seeds figured out, when we get the seeds figured out, we will then start the tournament, which will be by poll. I'll set up polls and everybody votes, and we'll see. Chris says, now this is a ChubbyRay video, so we're going to need a couple of play. I've already figured out the wild card games. The wild card games are going to be Red Coat. We've got Red Coat as a wild card. We have Erica Slaughter as a wild card. We have Geiger as a wild card. We have Spawn as a wild card. We have Savage Dragon as a wild card. We have Hellboy as a wild card. And we will have these games. In fact, we'll start with those games. All right? Cyclops fan says, I'm dyslexic. I don't understand these. Oh, he's dyslexic. I don't know what that means, but that's a too big a word for me. Dyslexic. Don't understand these sports brackets and missed the start of the episode, so I'm lost. What it is we're coming up with brackets so we can do a tournament of 64. It's let me explain. It's sort of like, the World Cup. It's sort of like we're seeding just like the World Cup. Cyclops fan. In the United States, we seed for the NCAA tournament. We seed for the NCAA tournament. Oh, Cyclops fan, it means this sucks. Oh, thank you. Okay. I thought that's what it meant. Thanks, Cyclops fan. I didn't know. I thank you. I just learned it. I love learning new words. Discosolic. Is that how it's pronounced? Is it discosolic or discosolic? I mean, I'm weird about words, but I'd love to learn that word. And thank you. I didn't know that. Chris says we also need a nerdament of evil for villains. We should do a nerdament of evil after we do the nerdament of heroes. Los is going, what about Junkyard Joe? Guys, we're going to do all of it. I'm going to have so much fun. You guys, I'm such a nerd. Oh, my God. I'm such a nerd. You know I love this. Oh, God. This, to me, is pure perfection. This is what I'm talking about. This is just, it's discalculic. Discalculic. Thank you, Cyclops fan. Discalculic. Dyscalculic. Oh, all right. Dyscalculic. Thank you. Dyscalculic. Let me get this. I want to get this registered. Dyslexic with numbers is dyscalculic. Dyscalculic. Thank you, Cyclops fan. Thanks. I love learning new words. Kelvin says, when is this tournament, when is the nerdament going to take? The nerdament, we're going to seed. We're seeding tonight. And then we'll do some more seeding on Monday night. We'll seed on Monday night, Tuesday night, and Wednesday night. And I'm hoping we'll start. We'll start the actual brackets and voting. I'm hoping to start next Friday. Kelvin, but thank you. That's what I'm hoping for. Next Tuesday says, if Jeff the Land Shark doesn't make it to the list, I won't leave, but I'll pout for 3, maybe 4 minutes. We'll start thinking, guys. I want you to start thinking. You need to come up with, in your head, you need to come up with who are the number 3s, who are the number 4s, who are the 5s. You know what I mean? In your mind, you have to bracket every hero. You've got to bracket every hero. Like I'm thinking, let's go to Marvel next. This is just me thinking. Top of mind, we're not doing this. We won't do this till Monday. But I'm thinking the number 3s are going to be Daredevil and Thor. That's what I'm thinking. I might be wrong. I think the number 4s will be Mr. Fantastic and Iron Man. I'm just throwing names out there. The number 5s will be The Thing and Captain Marvel. The number 6s would be The Punisher and Moon Knight. The number 7, you know what I mean? And on and on and on. You got to go down till you go down till you hit 16. There will be two 1 through 16s. All right? Yeah, where does the Sentry fit in? And by the way, we're not basing this on pure power. We're basing this on overall superhero. I want you to base it on, Gary D says, of course, you're damn right, Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider Johnny Blaze is different from Ghost Rider Danny Ketch. They both got to make it because they're both great. They will both make it. So start thinking of this stuff. This is what we'll be doing Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday next week. We're going to figure all this out. We'll rank them all the way down. Where's John Constantine going to fit in? Where's he going to fit in? Where's Booster Gold going to fit in? Where does Blue Beetle Jaime Reyes going to fit in against Ted Cord? Where's Black Canary going? Where's Batgirl Cassandra Cain? Batgirl Cassandra Cain is not only powerful, very popular. This is going to be a tough tournament. This is going to be a tough tournament. It is not a bracket for fighting. It's not a bracket for fighting. It's just, what is it to you? What does being a comic character mean to you? That's what you have to think of when you vote, because your votes are what's going to matter. Your votes are what's going to matter. I mean, I'm looking at on the DC side. What are the number three? What's going to be the number 3 seeds? Is it going to be Green Arrow and Flash Barry Allen? Or is it going to be Green Lantern Hal Jordan and Green Arrow? And then will the number 4 seeds then be Green Lantern or Flash Barry Allen versus and who? So these are the questions you're going to have to ask yourself. You know what I mean? These are the questions you will ask. Where is Aquaman? Because I think the number 3 should be Aquaman. This is top of my head. This is me. I think the number 3's got to be Aquaman and Green Lantern. Okay? I think Aquaman and Green Lantern got to be number 3. However, we'll go with whatever you guys choose on Monday. Whatever you choose on Monday is what we'll go with. That's where I'm going in my head. In my head, I think Aquaman's good enough to be a number 2, to be honest. I think he's that. And Aquaman has gotten new powers. I love Aquaman. Where's Hawkman go? I love Hawkman. I mean, when you look at the DC bracket versus the Marvel bracket, I mean, come on. So many awesome heroes. So many awesome heroes. Cyclops fan says he's going with Hal Jordan, Green Lantern. Yeah. Are the number 3s going to be Aquaman and Hal Jordan, Green Lantern? Is that who the number 3s are going to be? Does that then make the number 4s Green Arrow, Oliver Queen, and Nightwing? Does that mean the number 5s are the Flash Barry Allen and Hawkman? Does that mean the number 6s? Does that mean the 6s are Mr. Terrific and Superboy Prime? Who is it? Who is it? See, these are the questions. These are the questions we're going to have to answer. These are the questions we will answer over the next few days. Where's Red Hood going to fit in? Where's Damian Wayne going? Where's Tim Drake going? Does Tim Drake even have a name? Does Tim Drake have a name? Does he have a name? Think about it. Where's Dr. Manhattan? Where's Dr. Manhattan fit in? Think about that. I mean, think about if we're going based purely on power. If you're someone, where does Swamp Thing? Yes, that's a very good point. Sleep. If you are going purely on power, where does Dr. Manhattan? Where does Swamp Thing? Where does Sentry fit in? But what I'm thinking is I want you to go based on whatever your criteria is. For me, I want this to be Comic character. Ask yourself, what is a comic character? Ask yourself, what is a comic character? What do they mean to me? And that's how I will vote. Okay? We get 64 characters to choose from. 64 characters. That's what we will choose from. 64 characters. Plus, we will add more characters because the independent, I will tell you how we will mix in the independent characters, okay? Where does Captain Marvel or Shazam go if we're doing just pure power? What we're doing is pure power, and that's not just it. It's going to be power and popularity and what the comic character means to you. Okay? I named Batman the number 1 seed. Number 1 overall seed is Batman. Batman's certainly not the most powerful. But there is no doubt, when it comes to popularity, there is nobody more popular than Batman. Nobody is more popular than Batman. Nobody. Okay? But I'm also thinking, because of his popularity, how great his stories are. Creators that write Batman excel. They just excel. Creators who write Batman do amazing things. They do amazing things because it's such a great character. So all that stuff comes into play. Okay? So it's up to you how you vote. You vote however you determine it. That's how this is going to work. All right? And we will build the brackets. We're going to build the brackets over the next few days, and the voting will start Friday. Voting will start on Friday for the Nerdament, the ChubbyRay Comics, absolutely ultimate. Let me get this right. The ChubbyRay Comics, absolutely ultimate comic character, super Nerdament bracket of 64. All right? The super Nerdament is going on. You will get a chance to vote on it. The voting will start next Friday. Over the next few shows, Monday show, Tuesday show, Wednesday show, we will continue the seeding. Our seeds so far are in the DC bracket: Batman number 1, Superman number 1, Wonder Woman number 2, and Flash Wally West number 2. Marvel bracket: Spider-Man and Wolverine are number 1. Captain America and Hulk are number 2 seeds. All right? There'll be 4 number 1s, 4 number 2s, 4 number 3s, all the way down to 16. There'll be 4 of them. And we will build an independent bracket. I will build the independent bracket, and I will show you how it's going to work. All right? Where will the winners of the independent bracket fit in, and how? I'll get all that figured out. The voting will begin on Friday. We're building seeds. We are building seeds. Building seeds the next 3 days. And then voting starts Friday for the Super Nerdament 2026. This is something I look forward to doing every year. Every year I look forward to doing this. Ray, this is literally DCKO. Well, maybe, but DCKO, didn't DCKO go with powers? powers don't really matter. This is going to go with whatever what the voters feel. This is going to go with what the voters feel. I think that Scott Snyder and Joshua Williamson, when they did DCKO, when they did it, they knew you couldn't go with just powers. There had to be, you know what I mean? Because that would be unfair to Batman because he just doesn't have the powers. However, he's so popular. How do you get rid of him? You know what I mean? I love it. So that's where we're going, guys. All right, we're running out of time. So let me do some giveaways. And then we'll wrap up for today and we'll come back Monday. All right? Let's do some giveaways. Let's give away. I'm going to give away. This is the last deluxe edition of Death and the Maidens, the fantastic Greg Rucka Batman story. Okay? I want to give this away. I want to give it away. Do you guys want to do a Thunderdome for the giveaway? Do you want to do a Thunderdome, or should I just pick a member? Because we're gonna do one with a Thunderdome, and then we will do one with a member. And Thunder, if you're ready, I will have everybody saying in the chat room that they want to be entered, and you enter them. All right, that way I don't have to set up the Patreon thing, and we can just do it quicker. Or if you are a member of ChubbyRay Comics YouTube page, then you're here in the hopper. And I will just draw a member. So the other giveaway, my wife was at Ollie's. My wife was at Ollie's and she got these books, and I just think they're great. Justice League. This is Jeff Johns and Jim Lee. Jeff Johns and Jim Lee's Justice League. There's a Justice League trade paperback. Here is Greg Rucka's Wonder Woman paperback. This is all in the same package. Wonder Woman, Justice League, and the very hard to find Checkmate by Greg Rucka, Book 1. Checkmate by Greg Rucka, Book 1. So, here's one of your giveaways. Wonder Woman, Justice League, and Checkmate paperbacks. The other giveaway is Batman, Death, and the Maidens. So let me ask you guys, number one, and I'll ask anyone who is a member, if you are a member of this channel, what should be the member giveaway? Should the member giveaway be the deluxe edition of Death and the Maidens? Or should the member giveaway be the 3 paperbacks? And the second one will be a Thunderdome that Thunder will just build. It'll be a Thunderdome that he'll just build. What do you guys think? Give me votes. I want you to vote either Batman, Death and the Maidens, or the 3 trade paperbacks. Oh, Gary says no Thunderdome. We should just do a random. Well, we could do a random. Yeah. Raul says members should get the deluxe edition. Is that what you guys think? Members get the deluxe edition? A random will get the paperbacks? That's fine with me. If that's what you think. If that's what you think. Next Tuesday says he agrees. Next Tuesday agrees. All right. So members are going to get Death and the Maidens. All right. I'm reaching in and stirring them up. All right. Death and the Maidens is going to go to one member. I've drawn a member. I don't know who it is, but I've drawn a member. Here's the member. I'm gonna put the member down right here. I'm gonna put the member down right here. There is the member. I will turn it upside down and see how it is. Sleep says, do I join the Patreon subscription? You know what? The members are people who are YouTube members, but Sleep, you know what? I'm going to start. Sleep, my God, I'm doing I'm doing right now, guys. I'm doing this tonight. I will do this tonight because Sleep is absolutely correct. I should 100%. I should 100% do giveaways for just Patreon members. That is absolutely correct. I'm going to grab a giveaway for just Patreon members right now. If you go to ChubbyRayComics.com and you're a Patreon member, then damn it, you should be able to have your own drawing as well. That is fantastic. I have a list of all my members on Patreon. By the way, if you are a member of the Patreon, there is an exclusive thing for you. An exclusive thing for you that is, by the way, you only have to join for $1 a month. You don't have to join for the $3 a month. Anybody who joins at the $3 a month, I thank you. It's wonderful. You don't have to. All you have to do is join at the $1 a month. But if you are a member, then you are definitely up for a prize. Let's give away a prize for members, all right, of the Patreon. If you go to ChubbyRayComics.com, let me give away, here's what I'm going to give away to ChubbyRayComics.com members tonight. Let me see what I have. I have Scott Snyder's American Vampire. This is fantastic. I have American Vampire paperback. I have Harley Quinn, Kiss Kiss, Bang Stab by Amanda Connor and Jimmy Palmiotti, paperback. And I have, let's see what other paperback I have. And I will include another Justice League paperback. So, Justice League, American Vampire, and Harley Quinn will go to a Patreon member. Okay? Sleep, I'll give you time to join, brother. I'll give you time to join. Join for $1. You will not be disappointed. Trust me. You will not be disappointed. Usually we let the Patreon members, and we do a lot of Thunderdomes with the Patreon members. All right. And I appreciate it. Go ahead and join Sleep. And then I will draw. Then then we'll do the giveaway. Okay. All right. And then we'll do the random, and I'll explain how we're going to do the random in a second. Okay. Tom, are we ready? Now here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask Tom to call me. And then what I'll do is I will wait for the phone to ring. And then after the phone rings, I will stop scrolling. I'll stop scrolling. And I'll stop scrolling and pick the winner that way. All right? That's my plan. That's how I'm going to do it. All right? So we will have Tom call in. I'll tell him when it's time. All right? So while Sleep is joining Patreon, let's do the random. This has been given away to who? We'll find out, because I drew a winner already, and this person's going to win this. We got the random. A random winner is going to win Wonder Woman, Justice League, and Checkmate. And a Patreon member is going to win Harley Quinn, American Vampire, and Justice League. However, if whoever wins doesn't want Harley Quinn, I've got Gotham by Midnight. Or I have another Wonder Woman. That I can give away. Okay? I have another Wonder Woman I can give away as well. Okay? So let's go. Let me go to Patreon. I'm going to go to Patreon, and I'm randomly scrolling. Randomly scrolling through Patreon, and one of the Patreon members will win. All right? A random Patreon member will win. Tom, if you can call me, I will stop scrolling. As soon as you call, and then I will name whoever is on my Patreon list, okay? So I'm just clicking through my Patreon list. Tom, get ready to call in 3, 2, 1. Whenever you're ready, buddy, call. I'm scrolling. I'm continuing to scroll. Until Tom calls. And when you call Tom, that's when I will stop scrolling. I'm just waiting for him to call. You do know the number, correct? Oh, wait a minute, I hear it. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Ray.
All right, Tom, hang up. I'm going to want you to call again when we pick a random. Okay?
Okay.
I want you to call again. Thank you. I picked my Patreon member. Member. The Patreon member who won is Raul. Raul 7. Raul 7. You are the Patreon member, and you have won Harley Quinn, American Vampire, and Justice League. You've won these 3 paperbacks. All right, Raul, I don't know if you're in still. I know you were in earlier. I don't know if you're in still, but if you did, congratulations. All right? And if you're out, I know your address, so I'll get these mailed out to you. Let me know if there's a book you don't want, let me know and I'll switch it out. All right? But Raul, congratulations for being a Patreon member. You won. Sleep, thank you so much for joining the Patreon. I saw you while I was scrolling, and Sleep, I was rooting for you. I hope it was you. I don't know if it was you or not, but I was rooting for you. I was rooting for you, buddy. But Raul, you were the winner, my friend. And congratulations to you. All right? Sleep, or shall I say Fernando? I don't know if that's you or not, but every time I saw that person, I thought, oh, I hope that guy wins. And I don't know. It might not have been you, but I just wanted to let you know I was positive. I had positive vibes going your way. Raul, you win these, my friend. My wife will get them mailed out this week. Okay. The winner of Death and the Maidens. The winner of Death and the Maidens is. Oh, Jack Solo. Jack Solo. I don't know if you're in tonight, but Jack Solo, you win Death and the Maidens, my man. Jack, congratulations, buddy. Congratulations. All right, Fur, that is you. Thanks, pal. I appreciate it. You're in there, man. You're in there, and I appreciate it. Death and the Maidens goes to Jack Solo. So, Jack, you get, I don't know if you're still in there, but if you are, you won. Congratulations, buddy. Congrats to Jack. Okay. Now, the very last thing we're going to do, and I'm getting tired, so it's about time to wrap up. I'm getting tired. So we're going. Oh, thanks, Jack. I'm glad you're there, buddy. I'm glad. Thank you, buddy. I'm really glad you're there. Oh, there's LP. Oh, I'm sorry LP didn't win. Please send an email. I appreciate it. All right. Now, the last one is Wonder Woman, Justice League, and Checkmate. This is awesome. This is going to be for a random. Tom, I'm getting ready to scroll. I'm going to scroll up and down. I'm going to scroll up and down. All right. I'm scrolling up and down. And when I tell you, Tom, I want you to count above 25, and call me. Are you ready? Start now. 3, 2, 1, count. Tom, you call me after you get to whatever number. You call me. I will stop scrolling. When you call. I'm going all the way up. To the top, and then when I get to the top, I'm scrolling down. I will scroll down. Okay? There we go. I'm scrolling down. And then when Tom calls, I will randomly pick someone who is on the screen that has made a chat comment tonight. I will randomly pick that person, and you will win the giveaway. And I'm sorry I haven't done giveaways the last few shows, but I've been really sick. This sepsis thing was kicking my ass. Now that I'm past, we're back to doing full giveaways. I'll announce the next omnibus giveaway soon. All right? I do appreciate you guys. I love you guys. You mean the world to me. Let's see who this random winner is going to be. I'm waiting for Tom to call. As soon as Tom calls, I will choose the winner. Whenever Tom calls, the winner will be chosen. The winner will be chosen. I'm waiting for Tom to call. That's all we're doing. We're waiting for him to finish counting and then calling. When I get to the bottom, I will start scrolling up again. I scroll until I hear the phone ring. That's how we do it. That's how it's going to work tonight. And I'll pick a comment. If the comment mentions Onion Lad, I will pick the comment below it. I'm warning you right now. I'm not giving away a prize to anyone who mentions Onion Lad. I'm just saying it in advance. All right, I'm all the way to the bottom. And now I'm going to start scrolling up. I do see that Thunder says, I miss Epic Tom. Epic Tom text will be back. It's just, I got to get past feeling like shit, guys. As soon as As soon as I'm completely healed, as soon as I'm healed, trust me. Tom Text. I love Tom Text. They will be back. I'm not going to get rid of Tom Text, but I have to do it now because I'm not well. All right, I'm just waiting for Tom to call, and I'm scrolling up. All right. I'm scrolling up. I just saw Phenomenal AC, and he mentioned Onion Lad, so he doesn't win. He wouldn't win anything, even if I did pick him. I'm waiting for Tom to call. I'm scrolling up. That'll let you know where I am in the chat. All right. I'm scrolling up. Who's it going to be? Who is it going to be? I'm just waiting for Tom to call. He's taking his sweet time, isn't he? Taking his sweet old time. Goddamn Tom. He knows I'm tired. Oh, wait a minute. Hello, you're on ChubbyRay Comment. Hey, this is not Tom.
This is not Tom, but Tom said his phone's having problems, and he said to stop.
Oh, it's Tom. Oh, sorry. Oh, all right. I'll go with your call. Tom, sorry, buddy. Tom, I just saw your text. I'm sorry, buddy. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm stopping now because next Tuesday. All right.
Anytime. Hey, don't forget to check out Thunders and my haul.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna have time. I might do it Monday. Would it be cool if I do it Monday?
Yeah, absolutely, dude. Take your time.
Do it Monday. Just I'm really getting tired. I promise I'll do it Monday. I'll start the show with the hauls. All right, here we go.
Oh, is it me? Did I pick? Did I?
No, you did not. You didn't win anything. The actual winner. The actual winner is Chris. Marvel Trucker Chris.
About goddamn
Marvel Trucker Chris. Has Marvel Trucker Chris ever run? Has he ever won a random? And by the way, can I point out on top of Chris is Slasher. So Slasher, you're going to get, I'm going to do some giveaways. Slasher, I'm going to give you Batman House of Gotham. And underneath Chris is Sleep XD the Boy, and you're going to win Batman Arkham Penguin.
Nice.
You guys will win too, okay? But Chris, you win the big thing. You win Wonder Woman, Justice League, and Checkmate. All right? Email me. Next Tuesday, thank you so much for calling.
Anytime, brother.
And by the way, can I count on you as a co-host when
absolutely
as a co-host when I'm
You absolutely can. I'm sure you can count on TNT, me, whoever else you want. We all have your back, brother. We completely support you.
I appreciate it, my friend. Love you. Thank you so much.
Anytime. Take care.
Fantastic. You guys, congratulations, Chris. I got your 3 books, and let's see. We have Slasher. Get me your information. Slasher, you in the hardcover of Batman House of Gotham by Matthew Rosenberg. All right. Batman Shadows of the Bat. This is going to Slasher. And Sleep, you're getting Batman Arkham Penguin. All right. You guys all win. Get me emails, ChubbyRay Comics, ChubbyRayComics@gmail.com, and I will get them out to you. Okay. Get me your addresses so I know where to send them. I want to thank everybody for watching tonight. I'll be back Monday night. At 5 p.m. Central. We'll continue seeding. We're going to continue seeding our bracket. We'll figure out who they're going to be, the 3 seeds, the 4 seeds, and the 5 seeds. We will figure it out Monday night as we're building our Nerdament bracket for 2026. You guys, video tomorrow is I'm choosing an omnibus pick. Videos that are showing up are going to be perfect comic book runs is coming soon. My August reading list is coming soon. Trade Paperback Tuesday is coming Tuesday, and so much more. Daily videos, 5 streams a week, book club, and so much more. ChubbyRay Comics. I'm here to talk comics. That's it. I'm here all the time. And I love you guys. I'm glad you love the Yearnament. I'm never gonna hear the end of the Yearnament. Oh, God damn it. Have a great Saturday night, everybody. Love you all. I'll talk to you later.